So Stephen, thanks for meeting up with me again today. We're now in 2026, a few months after our last podcast, which we did in the room next door. And towards the end of that podcast, I accurately guessed what the new Sonos product was going to be, which ironically I edited out, but just took the voice away. But actually, today we're back in Habitech. It's mid-January, and we have said product in front of us. Cool. Very exciting. So tell us a little bit about this new product from Sonos, and yeah, what have we got in front of us?
Okay, all right. So first of all, what I will say is this is brand new product for the professional channel. It's only available to authorized installers. So if you're not authorized, get yourself authorized, apply to your chosen distributor, sign up, easy peasy. What is it? This is Amp Multi. So yes, indeed it is a multi-room amp, but it's so much more.
So when you say sign up to your distributor, so in our case in the UK, that is
Habitech, All Trade and Midwich.
And then if you're not a Sonos dealer with them, just get in touch with them.
Precisely.
Say you want to get hold of Sonos products.
Precisely. Yeah, exactly that. And it's a very simple process. They will vet you, make sure that you are what you say you are. And then that then triggers a DocuSign agreement that's sent into your inbox. Just put your name in it, auto signs it. You're then authorized. Then if you pass all the loops you have to go through, which are not that many, you can then go on to our dealer locator. And that's important for products like Amp Multi and Era 100 Pro, because we have this on our website, but we don't sell those products on our website. You can't buy Era 100 Pro and you won't be able to buy Amp Multi on the Sonos.com website. What it does is it takes you to the dealer locator.
So if you're not on that dealer locator,
you're not going to get any business.
You're not going to get it.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, I would hate to think about, well, not hate to think, but I'd hate to sort of try and guess the amount of people that go to Sonos.com.
Yes.
So if you're not on there, you're potentially missing out.
Yes.
And I'm assuming the similar scenario we have in this country is the same around the world.
Global. This is global. This is a global initiative for this. It doesn't matter where you are. Yes, the selective distribution model is a European model. It's not quite the same in America because we're an American company. Therefore, there are many, many installers that do buy from us directly in America. We don't have anybody buying from us directly in the UK or across Europe. So any installer that works in Europe does have to deal with a local distributor, one of our authorized distributors.
Okay, so now we've got that out of the way. Tell us a bit about the sexy product we've got in front of us. And lovely to see, first of all, lovely to see it's in a monolithic black box.
It is.
You're really, I was one of the few people that when Microsoft released the Xbox, I loved the design and not the curvy, wavy PlayStation. This is right up my street.
So this is Amp Multi. It is, as you say, it's a black box. It has got some quite clever little tricks around it. First of all, setting it up is really easy. Yes, it does have a pin number on it, but it also has a microphone in it. Get your phone out, wait for the dee-dee-dee-dee, ping it, it will then connect. You have got a QR code, you've got a pin number, and you've got a join button in case something goes wrong. But effectively, it's a very, very easy product to set up. Also, when you turn it on its face like this, what that enables you to do, it enables you to connect a faceplate over the top of it, which is an accessory that's available for it. It's 2 screws into the base here, and then offer it up to the rack, one-handed almost, and screw it into the rack. Really simple, really, really simple. And then you can see now, hopefully, you can see now it's got multiple different ports on the back. And that's where it starts to get clever.
So fundamentally with this, it's, what do we say, 2U rack mountable?
Yeah, 2U. So it's 1.5.
Yeah.
With a bracket, it takes it to 2U. So you end up with a half U gap.
And that's good for ventilation.
Exactly.
It does also have feet on the bottom of it.
So it can go in a crescenda or on a shelf. Absolutely, it can do. It's got very, very modern technology in it. It only draws 5.4 watts when it's in mute mode, which is really good. It's a lot less than Amp does. And also it has new technology which keeps it much cooler, much cooler. So there's new electronics inside there, which you'll get to see at ISE, and we'll talk a lot about it in more technical terms at ISE. But it has got a lot of technology inside it, which keeps it a much cooler box.
And that's obviously, we've got the, want of a better word, cheese grater.
Yes.
Which again takes me slightly back to some Apple Macs of past design, the pros and that.
I couldn't comment, but that is for airflow as well. So it does mean that it's a cooler box. It's not drawing as much power as it is. It's still 125 watts per output.
Okay.
So it's still the beast of what an amp is. But it's a much cooler product than an amp.
So touching on amps, so fundamentally, is it 4 amps in one?
In basic terms, yes. It'll do 4 rooms of Sonos out of one box.
So
with one power socket.
So on the back here, we have the 8 outputs
so
to speakers.
So you go 1 room, where we're at, 1 room, 2 room, 3 room, 4 room.
Yeah.
But you can assign any one of these to any room.
Okay.
So in the app, you're not just saying, I want 4 rooms. Maybe you want to put 4 pairs or 12 pairs into one room. You can do that.
So if you have a lot, like the room we're in here, if you've got
precisely,
a
if you're doing a big,
space,
if you're doing a big commercial space, you could actually say, well, I want to have 12 pairs of speakers in there. Use Sonos by Sonos speakers. You can do that, but you're only going to use X many of these holes. Okay. You're still going to have some left over. Or another example would be you've got a residential installation. You've got a master suite, you've got 2 dressing rooms and a couple of bathrooms. This product will do all of that with separate music in each room.
So it's adaptable to your scenario, not just
Precisely.
4 amps.
Precisely
Okay.
that.
So on the back we have kettle lead type power. We've got your join button. We've got your microphone. We've got your source in.
Yeah, so turntable, CDs, tapes, whatever you want it to be.
Yep. Then we've got a sub out, which is for a non-Sonos sub.
Precisely, that's for a passive sub.
So if you, let's say we go back to, we're doing 1 room with 4 speakers, we could put a passive sub in there.
You could indeed, yeah. Some in-wall sub or something like that. You absolutely could do that. But of course, you can still use our sub, wireless sub, hardwired because you're an installer. Our wireless sub could also work with it.
Which obviously is more tuned to because the Sonos range for what it's going to be paired with.
And if you Trueplay, which you can Trueplay this, of course, and you've got a Sonos sub in there, it recognises that audio.
And then we've also got the RJ45 Ethernet connection.
Yeah, to hardwire it.
And then coming along here, so fundamentally, as you said, anybody who's installed Sonos knows how to install Sonos, and it's pretty easy. So you have the pair button, the microphone, but then you've also got the PIN number and the QR code.
Correct.
So literally, we are
your belt and braces. If you can't connect it with the phone and you can't connect it with the join button, you then got other options, and the PIN number is in white writing, so it's very, very visible.
Thank you. I don't think it was a Sonos. I don't think it was a Sonos product, but I remember I was doing something recently, and it was black on black. And as you can see, I'm of an age now where I have to wear my glasses for reading or whatever. I still had to take the phone out the pocket to take a picture of it, to blow it up, to see black on black. So if you are a manufacturer watching this, please don't print black on black. It's really annoying, especially when you're 50. And obviously don't forget the fact of the, let's chop that in half. We're not too far off the U space that it's going to take up in a rack for 2 amps.
Precisely. So, but then you haven't got to use a shelf.
Exactly.
You have got the faceplate that will work as the rack mount.
And I quite like, and I'll be honest with you, something that stopped me from putting Sonos in some jobs is just the sheer, if you're taking 14 zones, that's a hell of a lot of rack space.
It certainly is, yes.
Especially if you're doing a whole house like some of the people watching this will be, where you're also putting network in, you're also putting AV in, kaleidoscope, CCTV.
Precisely. And I think that's a very good point, because 32 is still the maximum amount of product you can have at any one Sonos home. Okay. So today you could have 32 amps. If you're using 3 pairs of Sonos by Sonos speakers, do the maths yourself. Now you can have 32 of these in one rack.
Oh.
So this is 32 of these, which will run hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pairs of speakers.
So Prince Charles could put this in Buckingham Palace quite easy.
Exactly. We use the Jay-Z and Beyonce house, but yes, Buckingham Palace or any other mansion house that some of you will work in, this all of a sudden will run that home, which before you just wouldn't have gone with us. And rightly so, you wouldn't have gone with us. Now all of a sudden, here it is. It will do everything you want to do. And it is really clever. When you see it in the app, when you're setting up in the app, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I can't show it because it's not lined up.
This is just a
But this is an early EBT production. Yeah, we will have some, well, by the time you get to Barcelona, you'll see this in full swing at ISE. Our booth is virtually all of this at ISE with training sessions. So if you come into ISE, Hall 1, you'll see us as you come into Hall 1. Every 15 minutes training session, every 15 minutes, every 15 minutes, every 15 minutes. I would really recommend, if you're there, take that 15-minute window and go to that training session where the training team will be there to take you through this in detail.
So do you have to pre-book, or can you just turn up? And you might have to wait 15 minutes, half an hour, but then there's plenty of stuff to look around.
Yeah, we've got other things on the booth. There will be lots of people on the booth, so lots of product managers, software engineers, commercial guys. We've got a lot of our American colleagues joining us on the booth. So if you've got a question, come to our booth and ask that question.
And then, so just touching on it again, so power output per channel?
125 watts per channel.
And fundamentally, this has the 8 outputs on the back with the 2 inputs that can do multiple zones of 2-channel or 1 zone of
precisely that.
Not multi-channel, but multi-speakers.
That's why we're not calling it a 4-room amp. It's Amp Multi because it can do multiple different things. It is not just a 4-room amp. It depends on how many speakers you've got in the room. It depends what you want to do with it, whether you're doing a residential install, whether you're doing a commercial install. It will have different uses or different use cases depending on where you install it.
Well, we'll probably catch up, although I know you're a very busy person at ISE, so I have been told you might not get Stephen. But, so we're over at ISE doing
and I apologise
videos.
for that. If you do want to see me at ISE and I'm not available, I'm sorry. I'm there all week. I'm there from Tuesday right through to Friday. I don't leave till Friday lunchtime. So ask for me. Everybody has me on a WhatsApp group. They can get hold of me. If I'm available, I will come and see you.
There's only one Stephen, unfortunately.
Yes, there is.
Maybe you should speak to a certain billionaire about getting some of those robots made up.
Last year, my colleague, the other Stephen, was there, but he's not coming this year, so I am the only Stephen there.
Excellent. So anything else you want to touch on before we wrap up? I mean, my personal opinion is it's what I was expecting after our conversation back in October, but it's because I was expecting a form of a Sonos multi-room amp look. But for me, it's perfect. I mean, I've been to other manufacturers who've come out and shown me their beautiful boxes in bronze gold. And I've gone, look, I just want it in black and I want it rectangle so it can sit in a rack.
It's designed to go in a rack. Yes, it will go onto a crescendo. Yes, you can put it on top of a worktop or something, but it's designed to go in a rack.
And anything else we got coming from Sonos this year? Although you probably can't tell me.
I couldn't possibly say.
Well, look, I feel honoured that you've got this in front of us. Thank you very much.
No pleasure.
It's the last interview we did. Even if you've not watched it, go back to October and have a look, because that's got some really good information in it and it's got some really good views. Also, congratulations to our competition winner, John.
Yes.
He was the winner of the Aero 100s.
He was.
He's a very happy man. I spoke to him on message the other day. He's had a bit of a tough time. So if you're watching this, John, hope you're enjoying them. And keep watching the podcast, and hopefully this will be the first of many conversations me and Stephen will have.
I hope so.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephen. Cheers, mate. See you in Barcelona.
Thank you. Take care.